It's week 14 of the National Football League, and we'll see the veteran, Julio Jones. He's going to be a busy man in the passing game. This should be a good one to watch. Next on Madden NFL 25.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here come the Jaguars to take over for the first time behind Trevor Lawrence, their quarterback in season number 4.
And he made both sides happy last week, didn't he?
Yeah, 3-3.
I mean, his guys, they caught 3 touchdown passes, but he threw 3 interceptions. Gotta get off of that schneid and get back to just throwing touchdown passes and taking care of the ball better.
Going to the air right away, Lawrence. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Complete. It's Johnson. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Going quickly here to Thomas. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 2nd down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed and go for a touchdown, the runs that really make it work are the ones where you just get what you need, right? And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Well, that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. From the shotgun, Lawrence yet again targeting and finding Mark Andrews. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big targeted tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Lawrence. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Mark Andrews, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
We're still in the first quarter, but it's apparent they're going to have to come up with a different defensive game plan for him because right now he's kind of having his way against that defense and has added a touchdown to the list. How do you slow him down? They're going to have to mix up some coverages, maybe change who's guarding him.
An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
No, it worked against the computer too.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball.
I'm fucking dying. I did some shit and changed the resolution on my fucking stream. This shit got something in his eye. It be like blurry, like when you got something in your eye for a second. It's funny.
They'll start on the ground here on first down.
Yeah.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40. They'll go right back to the ground with Dickerson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Newton to throw. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. You look at this Jaguar defense. They've had their trouble stopping the run, Charles. Currently 29th in the NFL in that department.
Third down and what, 12?
That's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
It's all right. We're going to get you lined back up on defense. In the middle of the field, yeah.
One first down here, and that's this defense to hold things in check.
Did you punt it?
And now the punter
Did you punt it already?
Sends this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. So time to see Jackson.
I'm just trying to figure out how far behind I am on you. Are you still in the huddle, or it's already like on the field?
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Oh. I noticed. Can you do me a favor? As your offensive coordinator, can you see if your PlayStation lets you share your gameplay while you're streaming? On the PlayStation app, you can pause it and take your time, so I can see your plays in real time. Okay.
But I'm saying for someone as young as you, something costs that much to deal with. So you have to learn.
All right, come on, Chris. Let's get these niggas out of shit. Now remember, we on defense right now? Okay. Defense. Let's not get to switching it up. Get in one defense that you trust. There we go.
He's got a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
After 1-7.
Let me know if you get if you got the screen share request too. So that's why I say I'm gonna go to cover 3. Go to like nickel.
They've got it with a 1st and 10.
Let me see. On Twitch? Oh. Oh, here we go. Here we go. I got you. I'm in there. All right, you good. Go ahead.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And space tough to come by there. So get maybe a yard to the 37.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit. He tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Okay.
Now Lawrence. A short throw caught by Andrews. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 4.
No, that's most definitely one of the things that they're doing for sure.
Good work.
But again, so that's why you need to pre-snap Y and then left R1 so that you could guard the sticks and then play underneath.
You know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one.
And then adjust your linebackers. So since you in cover 4 quarters, what formation is this? Timeout. 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 Stop playing 4-3. This is 2024. This is not 2011 at Sarah. Get out of 4-3. Nickel defense. Nickel or dime. That's why you getting torched. Nickel or dime.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling.
Stay in nickel and call a better coverage. You want to go nickel, plays man defense. Like, stop. Again, like, look at where it's set. That's looking crazy.
Now Lawrence now going to move him around.
I'm saying nickel. Go nickel.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
No, you not. You in dime.
Out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. They'll get 3 as the drive.
Cover 3 match.
It's a 1st down.
No. Cover 3 match. Pinch the D line. Oh God, we in man.
Another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
That's what I'm saying. I know it sounds crazy, but what you got to do is you got to guard the sticks and you got to play underneath because they're throwing the ball underneath at the sticks every time. They know that you're not guarding it. So you got to press Y, L1, and then you got to press Y and press down on the right stick to play underneath coverage or inside.
And it can be if that pass is completed because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Come on, guys.
For 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
Now that's when you go cover that linebacker in the middle of the field. Now they throwing it right to you. You see it?
He's got Thomas yet again complete.
Now, right now, you just got to bow up. Right now, you got to bow up. I'm going to just trust you and shut up. This is the hardest place in the field.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another.
Come on, yeah.
Now they'll change things up.
Okay, now you know what this? They probably going to come with some kind of formation. It's going to get you where the third receiver is going to be the option for the pass or the running back. I would come out and, yeah, probably hard flats. Timeout. Read the yeah, there you go. So they empty. They coming in empty right now. So you can get something where if you want to try and get a little bit of pressure, you know they throwing the ball for sure.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
I will make Wilford drop just to cover. Make some one of them D linemen drop just to cover it up. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Oh my God. All right, come on. You see it though. We got him. We got him. You seen it. The game had to do some fuck shit. Some Terminator shit. And that's why I said, you see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? So just stick with it. Just stick with it. Now we got to go get some points back on offense. So we straight. Let's go. All right, 1st down. We going inside.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make the score 14.
Yeah. Come on, yeah, y'all need this. Okay, so we coming out first play. Let's get a run. Let's run the ball first and second down, regardless of what it is. Let's try and just get some meaningful yards, and let's try and run at them, not sideways. Good return, Tavon. Here we go. Now let's ID some people on the line. Run the ball. Don't change it up and pass. Let's run it. Stick with what you got. Stick with what you got.
Down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, is their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this
Here we go.
losing
Here we
streak
go.
get any
Here we
worse
go.
than it is. Because
Now run the ball again. Let's go.
Below 500, then you're playing catch up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop. Right?
You can get out this formation. And again, your coach's suggestions might have some good runs in there for you. Yeah.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact,
All right, 2 minutes. At one point, we're going to have to pick up the pace a little bit getting down here because you ain't got no timeout. So you're going to have to start throwing the ball if you do out to the sideline.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14.
You can run the pill again. Run the ball. ID winner, yeah. Here we go. And look in the middle of the field. If you can get through there, you should get some yards. There we go. Let's go. Pick up the pace. 2nd and 5. Run that thing again, possibly.
Running game working. They'll stick
Yeah, out of this formation. Don't force the pass, though. Take with stare.
2nd and 5.
Make Steve Smith do a drag. And then make the running back do a flat. And then empty protection. Oh, go. Go ahead. Why you do that? Come on, Chris. Drag. Come on, Chris. Drag. Go to the replay. Like the iPad. Pause it. Go to the replay. My bad. But look at it. Slow down. You got it. Like, look at it. That's why I set you up like McVay. You got it. Chris, you could turn up right there. You could have turned up and got out of there. Just relax. Even with what the score is right now, just relax. Let's just get a stop. Let's get in some zone. Because we know there we go. Now we know they're going middle of the field.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Remember, get in nickel. Give me a cover 3 match defense. Let's keep it the same. Not double mug. Okay. We're going to call them crazy. We got niggas all over the place. That's fine. Now remember, middle of the field. Press Y, L1 when you can. Okay, there we go. Oh.
And they're taking advantage of it.
He do, though. Trust it, Chris. If you're going to run there, though. You ran and then you stop. You see where the receiver is. Keep going. They eventually gonna try and pop a run on you in this formation. If you keep picking this double wide, there's nobody in the middle of the field. There we go. Now get in some over. Match. Go for a palm. If you can't get back to that. Okay. Now press Y and L1. And then Y and down on the right. Go ahead. My bad. Get there. There we go.
It's a throw again is Lawrence. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts.
I might go nickel 2 trap. And then fix Simmons. Make him do spy. Because his shit is crazy. He's finna do some bullshit. Oh my God. How is that where they say he could throw the... That throw was crazy. I'm finna drive to this nigga Chris' house. Yeah, as soon as the play started. It's okay. Damn, from the start of the play. I guess so. Yeah, that's crazy. You want me to set this to where you win this game anyway? All right, keep playing, keep playing, keep playing. I'm working over here. We working over here at the at the Z at the.
And it is now 21-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
But that's my thing. I'm trying not to psychologically overload you like Sean McVay in the helmet because it is a lot of shit that you got to do in order to succeed.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. One final go for this offense here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. So we've reached halftime here with a bit. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Okay, so look, pre-snap, Y, L1, Y, down on the right stick.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. Now, the current playoff picture, and you can see they are one of those 3 wild card teams, at least for the moment, but they have not clinched that spot, Charles. And look, their message has been clear.
Is he healthy?
Foot on the gas to the very end.
And how about the theater and the drama that's involved, partner? The best part, we've got a front row seat to it all. And I think this is obviously the ultimate goal when they added a 7th seed to the playoffs back in 2020. More drama, more teams in it late in the season, and more importance on games like this.
Completing it to the right side, Johnson. Call it a gain of a yard, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Finding room at midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play there on the catch and run. 30 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
A first carry now. This is Johnson. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Going to give it up the middle. Here's Dickerson. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get...
Oh, my God. This ghetto. Nothing. I got to renew my Xbox Game Pass because it expired. But also, I want to pay for the year. I don't want to pay month to month. And everything is microtransactions these days because they can get more money out of you. So I got to find a way to find the proper one. Because now, yeah, the one is $60, but I'm trying to make sure.
Now following the interception, here's Newton.
Oh,
he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters.
I mean, I would think he should catch it. Yeah, it's because they got no momentum, and it's a close call. They like where the way they feel. They like, man, this nigga, the Wreck-It Ralph player. They like this nigga always throwing us in the middle of some shit. I mean, yeah, but they down 21-0 too, though. So it's like, you know.
That they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Inside give to Dickerson. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
So much of the game today, we're looking for high. Guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
At the 41-yard line.
Like, you get down, we had a good play call. Not like that. We had a good play call. That play call to go.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw.
14, good catch.
Here's a diving catch right side. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Vic readies to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Vic with the incompletion on 1st down, and now that leads to 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Throwing, Vic. Steps away to his left. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. Dickerson on the handoff. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this. Back now here on EA Sports. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before when you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay. It's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to fast together a good drive right here and now.
It's defensively got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Now Lawrence changing the play. From just shy of midfield, Lawrence That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And they'll send the tight end in motion. They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
Counter play. Here's Gibbs. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Jahmyr Gibbs taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Jaguars look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's done.
It's week 14 of the NFL. And up next, we'll see this team's leader at quarterback. He's going to have to...
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in week 14. He takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his 2nd year in the NFL now.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 2. Newton out wide, that's complete. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. You look at this Jaguar defense. And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. By Eric Rowe, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Tyler Basson for the extra point attempt. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Tackle made by Devin Lloyd, the linebacker. From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. They'll run now with Dickerson. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
On 3rd down, they go to Dickerson. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Here's Eric Dickerson. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. From the gun, a run for Johnson. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
They'll try the air now with Newton. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Now Newton. Now a screen set up for Johnson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Boy, that was certainly well read defensively, and the key to any screenplay is space to work, and there was none to be found there, and they tackle him for just a short gain.
Now a give left side, it's Dickerson. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
4-yard gain brings up 4th down and less than.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. And Newton's going to keep it. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. After the run, Newton going to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Sliding out of the pocket.
Microtransactions is getting ready to ruin freaking everything.
That is caught. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
And they've changed it up and switched up like the way in which you kind of get you.
Running it with Dickerson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
And so again, the 3-month one with all the with the full game pass.
He'll try again. And this time he finally breaks through. It's a touchdown. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come and have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stick.
Not just having it for whatever is going on. Ooh, they running game. That pissed me off. 3 months is a while away, so it ain't that big of a deal, but that pissed me off. Nothing. What I just paid for, what you usually pay for the year subscription, I just paid for 3 months. And again, I was looking on the thing trying to make sure that it wasn't that, and even I was like, yeah, but again, it's more now, and you can't even really find them. You gotta they only got physical ones. You basically it's like a whole crazy thing to do. Is you gotta get it in all kinds of crazy ass backwards ass ways.
Which I guess is a good thing, but not because sometimes obviously there's people still need to buy.
Could that part?
Doesn't mean you shouldn't have fun in life, right?
That's the crazy part.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that shit crazy. But again, like the grand scheme of things, it's worry about that part of the business. Like I said, it's crazy. That's another thing. Like I said, your mind changes. When you start to notice all that shit with everything, dang, bro, this really is one of those things.
show with Greg Olson. Partner, it's week 15. It just feels like a horse race. We're at the top of the stretch. Now it's the sprint for home.
And up until this point, Mike, every team's goal is, can we be in the conversation for the playoffs in this final 4-week stretch? Where here we are. And if you've done that, well, man, there is nothing more
About ready to get this one started. Amy Fairbairn ready to kick it off. And off we go here on EA Sports. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. This crowd ready in anticipation. Their offense taking the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his second season in the NFL.
Here we have a guy, Mike, just really coming off a tremendous outing last week. It seemed like everything was working for him in that win. The early rhythm he was able to establish, he rode that to the final whistle. They had an answer for everything the defense threw at him, and if he continues to stay one step ahead and continues to protect the ball at this rate, it's going to be a hard group to beat.
Here's 2nd and 9. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Another run here with Johnson. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it is 3rd down.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Got his man. That's Graham. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
They do indeed snap it as they'll try and the rush is going to get there. He'll go down. They were taking a big risk going for it in their own territory. It will not pay off. It's a turnover on downs.
Coaches love to come out early in the game and establish a very aggressive approach. But I'm just not sure, Mike, if at this point in the game they needed to make this decision. I'm going to be very curious to see, does this come back later in the game to bite them?
The Cincinnati offense set to take over for the first time. And taking the snaps, the quarterback now in his 3rd year in the league. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Now faking the give. Now he'll run. And the quarterback scrambling, maneuvers his way back to the line of scrimmage. But that's all he can get out of that one.
Give him credit for keeping this play alive as long as he could. This easily could have gone down for a loss, but he's kind of able to find his way forward and at least get back to the line of scrimmage.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That'll be caught. It's Metcalf. And it looks like he's going to have the 1st down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs. Quickly to Laporta on the RPO. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
At some point, you would just like to see that internal clock start to speed up. The longer the play goes on, the more vulnerable you become as the quarterback. Get rid of the ball, but no matter what, you have to avoid the sack.
Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive.
This defensive line clearly has a beat on this offense. They've got to find a way to settle their pass protections. If they want to be able to get their quarterback in any sort of established rhythm and timing going forward, they're going to have to do a lot better job protecting them. Early in this game, that's already 2 sacks allowed.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 3. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The home team's offense is going to take over now for the second time. The offense is a little slow to start percolating. 3-0 the score as they begin this drive with a 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground, and not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
They'll stick with him again. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
They'll look to throw. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete. So the drive will end there, and on comes Tress Way to punt on 4th down. Keyshawn Nixon, the return man. Fair catch made here. The drive will start at the 23-yard line. The Bengals offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They were able to turn that opening drive into points. 3-0 our score as they start again with a 1st down. Enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. He'll drop to throw. That's over the middle. Taken in by Laporta. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now a give to Davis. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
The 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They face 2nd down and 7. On the ground once more, it's Davis. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to 3rd down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That'll be caught by the running back, Davis. It's a gain of 10 yards. It's a Cincinnati 1st down.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
Two minutes remain in a 3-0 first half. Greg and I continue in just a moment. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Now they'll set up to throw. That's out to Brown, right side, complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw. Going for it all. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose. Third down.
I can tell you from firsthand experience, Mike, that is a lonely and long jog back to the huddle. I mean, you're an inch away from being the hero with a deep touchdown. Instead, you let it go through your fingertips, and you got to come back to the huddle and try again.
That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff going to get a chance to look him over during the break. They can still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. That's taken in by Brown. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely, and results in a completion.
Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. Back to the air one more time. Off he goes.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Looking for a third down conversion on this drive, and they only need a foot. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Touchdown, Bengals. His 12th touchdown of the year. That touchdown puts him in double digits. Now 10 rushing touchdowns on the season. Fairbairn good on the point after. And the Bengals are out to a 10-0 lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. On the return, here comes Cordero Patterson. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. The home team's offense going to get it one final time in this first half. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead to the 43-yard line. It is Logan Wilson up to make the play. So we've reached halftime, and apparently we'll forget about that for the moment and turn our attention to quarter number 3. Let's go. Third quarter set to commence, and we're back underway here on EA Sports. For the return, it's Keyshawn Nixon. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Bengals offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, try to add to it. It begins with 1st down. On the handoff, it's Davis. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. He'll go again with Davis. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Devin White, that time on the stop. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Back to throw. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. Looking for room out on the edge. Not going to find it. As a matter of fact, I think he tracked him down behind the line of scrimmage. Good job by the defense, and it's 4th down. This brought in out past the 20. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The home team's offense ready for their first possession of this second half. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
At this point in the game, Mike, we just haven't seen a lot of fire out of this offense. Here's another run, simple handoff, no gain.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. A pass taken in by Johnson. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to air this one out for Jones. And he will score. Touchdown. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. Now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year.
The kick is good. It's the score. Bengals 10. Our home team 7. Harrison Butker sets the score.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Here's Nixon on the return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The Bengals offense ready for this next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's a short one caught by Laporta.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Quickly, he gets it out to his right. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
It's pretty well read there defensively. Anytime you throw these quick passes to the wide receivers, you're looking to pick your gain up after the catch. So let's give credit to the defense. Rally and tackle in space and keep that to a pretty modest gain.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan. And then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man. And
so they come to the line for 1st down and 10. So the drive begins with a give to Johnson. They will not get back to the line of scrimmage. They pick him up and throw him down for a loss. 2nd and 11.
At the 13-yard line.
They'll go again with Johnson. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. They need to get this to the 23. Here's 3rd down. Quick throw here is complete. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. So, points at... So, it's 4th down. They'll call on the punt team. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one. The Bengals offense back onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. Still plenty to play for as the temperatures dip and we hit the final month, the money month of the season. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier Howard.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
A give, and here's Johnson. And he'll work his way down to about the 41. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll throw out of the gun. He gets this into the hands of Green. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's going to wind up a yard or 2 short.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. Blitz coming, he'll throw it, and that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the 4th, but they will turn it over on downs. The visitors' offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he has put in a work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. On target to Laporta. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And, man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Fairbairn able to add the extra point, and the Bengals will get out in front 17-7. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The home team's offense ready to see what they can do. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Quick throw, taken in. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. So time becoming a factor, down 2 scores. They do have 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning to work with, though. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Another try, 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw yet again.
Well, that's 2 straight plays now where this secondary has won their matchup, and right now the offense needs to find some plays that just call for easy completions. Get your wide receivers in space. Allow them to run after the catch, because right now these downfield passes, the defense is all over them.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. He's got his receiver. It's Jones. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Here's 1st down. They'll drop to throw. Now a screen set up for Johnson. Good-looking screen play there. A gain of 11 and a first down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
Thrown left side, the catch is made. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
They'll look to throw again. Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away and go down as an incompletion. Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down and 5. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just no...
And he will score for the score. 2 touchdowns for him in the game. Numbers 10 and 11 on the year. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3. A field goal here in the 4th quarter. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Here's Nixon on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense. They get set to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll run it with Davis. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. On the ground, this is Davis. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
3rd down and 9. They'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play.
For Darrell Patterson on the return. His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. He's going to take a shot down the field. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal. So this one, a win for the visiting Bengals. They bounced back from the loss last week, really put in a determined effort, and will come away with the victory.